Hi. So today we're doing this question called minimum penalty for shop. So what this question is कि you are basically allowed to close your shop at any hour, but like if a customer comes after you close your shop, you will be penalized. But if you're open, you won't be penalized. So basically, if your shop is say is currently open, okay, y represents open, sorry, no. So suppose you have a shop and you are given a log of customers, so whether customer comes at certain hour or not, so you are given a log like this, okay, and you basically have to choose when to close your shop. You can't, you will always you will always be remained open, okay, you are remained open since 0th time. uh, you they you can't choose when to open, but you have to choose when to close the shop, okay. So currently, suppose this is your customer log. What does this represent? So y represents that customer has come, and n represents that customer has not come at that hour. And whenever now there is a penalty. Okay, the penalty system goes like कि if a customer comes after you close, okay, you will be penalized. And if your shop is open and nobody comes, then also you'll be penalized, okay. And you have to calculate the minimum penalty for yourself. So let's summarize it once again. You have a shop, okay, you have a shop, and you can't choose when to open, you will always be open, you have to choose when to close your shop, okay. So and if your shop is closed and some customer came, you'll be penalized, okay. And if you're open and no customer has come, basically you have wasted your time by opening yourself, so then also you'll be penalized. So you have to minimize the penalty. You want to make sure that if you're open, customers are there. If you're not open, customers are not there. And you have this law, you have to make sure like you choose the minimum penalty, okay. What do you mean by closing at hour j? Basically, if you close at jth hour, you mean that you were open till j minus 1. So suppose if you say that let's close the shop at 2, so this is 0 1 2 3, so you mean that shop is open till 0 to 1 and closed till 2 to 3, okay. um, Now let's try, like let's think how we can solve this problem. Suppose we have never opened, okay. So what does that mean? If we're saying that we are closing at hour 0, this means that shop was never open, okay. So this is your shop and you're closing at hour 0, meaning there was no time when it was open, every time it was closed. So what will be the penalty now? The penalty will only be for the missed customers, okay. For all the y's, there's a penalty, okay. So every y is a penalty. Now let's think of, like, what we can do is we can slowly open the shop, okay. So we were closed at hour 0, now let's close at hour 1. So if you're closed at hour 1, this means this is your open time and this is your close time, okay. So if you're open at this hour, you currently have, what is your penalty count right now? Your penalty count is 2, because you were open, you were closed the entire time and 2 customers came. Now you have opened your shop at hour 1, so now you have served one customer, right? This customer is served, so penalty will decrease, okay. So now there's only one missed customer. Now say you, sorry, give me 1 second. Now say you are closing your shop uh, at hour 2. Okay. So at hour 2, this is your open time and this is your close time. So you opened your shop and no customer came at hour 1. You wasted your time, you wasted your 1 hour. So that means your penalty will go high. This will again become 2. Okay. Now let's close the shop at hour 3. So if we close our shop at hour 3, which means we are open entire time, and so how again at this hour one more customer came and you served that customer, so penalty will again go down. Okay, so again you are at 1. So this is the minimum penalty you faced. You started with all closed, which was and 2 customers came, so you had 2 penalties. Then you opened and you served 1 customer, you had 1 penalty. Then you opened one another hour and no customer came and you wasted 1 hour, again you got penalized for that. Then you opened another hour and you served 1 more customer, okay, in that hour, so your penalty again went down. And so the lowest penalty we have seen is 1. Okay, so you can just return uh, this count and this time. Okay, that this is the hour, so you can just return that at which hour if you close you will have minimum penalty. You can return 1, or we can confirm with the question if we can return any hour or we have to return the minimum. Okay, you have to return the earliest hour. Okay, so although at 1 and 3 at both the times you had minimum penalty, but return the earliest hour here, which is 1. Okay, so 1 is the answer. Now let's try run it and see it all again. So you have this customer log y and yy. So at hour 0 you're saying that you're closing at hour 0, meaning you're missing all the coming customers. So your penalty is 3. Now say you want to close, you closed at hour 1. Okay, you served 1 customer, then your penalty went down. Again you now you open 1 more hour and you served 1 more customer, your penalty again went down. You another 1 more hour and no customer came at that time, you wasted your hour, so your penalty will go up. Again you opened 1 more hour and a customer came, you served that customer, good for you, and your penalty went down. So your answer here will be j is equal to, because at j is equal to and 4 at both the times we have the minimum penalty, but the earliest hour is 2, so our answer is 2. Now let's try to code this. Okay, so in starting we will calculate all the penalty that we have, all the y we have. So customers, if we are closing at hour 0, it means that every customer that came is a penalty. Okay, so we will count all the y's and that's our penalty. And now we have minimum penalty, which is currently this penalty. And then we have what we have to return. We have to return the best hour that we can close. Okay, so currently we are initializing it with 0 because this is the hour that we are closing, and we have minimum penalty as all the y's. Okay, now let's try to open each hour. So at if now we are opening at hour 1, so we will check whether any customer has come at hour 0. Okay, so if customers, not customer, okay, customer at I is equal to y. If a customer has come, then we will reduce our penalty. Else, if no customer came and we wasted our time, we have to increase our penalty. Now we will check if our penalty has decreased, if our net penalty has decreased. Minimum. Close hour will become the current hour. And then we can simply return the close hour. Okay, it is accepted. Now let's submit this question. It is accepted. Okay, thank you. I hope you understood it. Bye.